Jonathan Joss,
an actor of Apache and Comanche descent widely known for voicing
John Redcorn in the animated series
King of the Hill and for playing Chief Ken. Hotate in Parks and Recreation, died on June 1, 2025, in a shooting incident in San Antonio,
Texas. He was 59 years old. On the day of the incident, Joss and his husband, Tristan Kearney Gonzalez, were visiting the remains of Joss's childhood home, which had previously been destroyed in a fire. In January 2025, while on the property,
they were allegedly attacked by their neighbor, Sigfrido C.J. Alvarez, who opened fire after shouting homophobic slurs.
Joss reportedly pushed his husband to safety before being fatally shot at the scene. Alvarez has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder.
Although Joss's husband claimed the attack was motivated by anti-LGBTQ+ hatred,
San Antonio police stated they had not yet found evidence to support that claim,
though the investigation is ongoing.
Previously, in January 2025, Joss's childhood home,
built by his father in 1957, burned down. 3 of their pet dogs died in the fire.
Joss suggested the fire might have been caused by a faulty propane heater,
but also hinted that it could have been deliberate, possibly connected to ongoing homophobic harassment
they had faced in the neighborhood. Over the years, the couple reportedly received numerous threats and verbal abuse, which were repeatedly reported to authorities but received little response.
Records indicate that police received 74 calls related to incidents at the property, including threats, fires, and other disturbances.
Jonathan Joss was known as a trailblazer for Native
American representation in mainstream media.
In addition to his roles in King of the Hill and Parks and Recreation, he appeared in various films and TV
shows and was a musician with a band called
the Redcorn Band. At the time of his death,
he was working on the revival of King of the Hill,
planned for release on Hulu, and had already recorded some episodes. Joss's death prompted an outpouring of grief from industry colleagues and fans. Actor Nick Offerman said the Parks and Recreation cast was in constant communication all day to mourn and remember him.
His husband, Tristan Kearney Gonzalez, vowed to continue seeking
justice and to honor Joss's legacy as an artist and activist. Jonathan Joss was more than an actor or a voice. He was a symbol of resilience, a voice for the unheard, and a man who stood firm in his truth and his love.
His tragic death leaves a wound not only for his loved ones,
but for the millions who grew up hearing his voice.
Yet like the characters he brought to life, Jonathan lives on. In every line he delivered, in every laugh he sparked,
in every fight for justice and inclusion.
The world may have lost a voice, but his spirit will never be silenced. Farewell, Redcorn.
Your legacy will never be forgotten.